introduction of myself then.
Yeah. Okay. So can you give me a brief introduction of your journey into starting JM Crypto and the growth within the community?
Yeah. So thanks for having me, Ali. It's my first time on here, so I'm looking forward to do more episodes with you in the future. I am a crypto YouTuber, and I have been making crypto videos for 3.5 years on multiple different YouTube channels already. I created Jam Crypto like a year ago, and my channel like mostly focused on project overview and cold wallet review. Besides that, I'm also a radio host in Hong Kong, so I will share my knowledge of crypto on the air to like any alphas. I'll just like go to all these like radio podcasts and share it to everybody.
Nice. And is it a regular show that you're on the radio, or do you just go on multiple different things?
Usually I'll do like once a month.
Okay.
Yeah. But awesome. It's really fun. Like I've been doing this for like a year and a half. Like I'll go there monthly, one episode, like once a month. And then the first time I remember walking into that radio studio room, it was so cool with all these like professional equipment. And then another host would sit next to me, ask me all these questions about crypto knowledge and stuff. And then when we actually go on air, there's like a huge button in front of us. And when we are like on air, the button would just on and it's red color. The first time I saw it, I was like, it's so cool. Definitely the air button.
Yeah, so sorry, I was just saying hopefully one day I'll be able to get on the air like yourself. So what initially drew you towards the world of cryptocurrencies and blockchain?
Well, the first time I heard of Bitcoin was from my ex-boyfriend, actually. And that was back in like 2017 or 2018. And I was still in the UK because I used to study in the UK. And then he was like trading Bitcoin. He was just like telling me about like Bitcoin to me. But back then I wasn't too interested about basically making money or like anything investment related, because I was in my own world and I was like too focused on making music, because I love singing, I love writing songs, I love singing in Canton pop and stuff. So like he was doing his own thing, his Bitcoin thing, and I was just like next to him writing songs, singing and stuff. And then that was kind of like planted a seed in me back in 2017 or 18. But I didn't buy Bitcoin when he was like trading next to me, and I have so much regret for that. Like if I bought Bitcoin back in the days, I would have made so much more money compared to what I'm making now, right? But like that was kind of the when I first heard of Bitcoin. But I got into crypto in not until 2021. So beginning of 2021. So that was the moment that I realized that, oh, Jamie, really need to make more money. And maybe the best way to do it is to, through investment. And then I was sending out my CVs to all these like companies, like investment related companies. And very fortunate, I applied for a position at Box Mining. So Box Mining is a crypto YouTube channel that has been running since 2017. And back then they were looking for a host to manage the account. And they have like more than 300,000 subscribers already. And then so I joined the team. And then the rest is just history. Like once you dove into that rabbit hole, there's no coming back.
That's it. There's definitely no getting back out of it. Are you still with that team? Do you still work with them?
No, I worked with box mining for 2.5 years, but right now I'm kind of doing my own thing, own project, and own channel, etc.
Nice. So what's your what's your thoughts on the current state of the crypto market?
I'm bullish, like really
Yeah.
bullish. Like, I
That's
would
it.
look
Yeah, we could actually just finish that comment there. Just leave it at that. Perfect. No, I'm kidding.
at a good idea. Well, but to explain why I'm so bullish, especially towards Q4 this year and maybe Q5 2025 as well. Because of the whole macro is improving a lot, like throughout the past year and a half, we have been non-stop talking about interest rates. But because interest rate, we are at like 5.5% right now. So there's only room to go down. And inflation is at like 3.3% in the US. So it's definitely gone down a lot from 9.1% in 2022. So you can see that inflation is improving, and US haven't cut rate yet, but you see Europe and Canada has already done it. So I'm guessing that US will definitely follow suit, especially it's also the election year. So usually when it comes to election year, the Fed would just kind of like give money to people, like just trying to keep everyone happy. How they do it is basically by printing money and lowering rates. So I do think that the Fed gonna lower rate in Q3. Yeah, so like everything is improving. I see comments on Twitter, or someone would just like DM me. They think we haven't seen the worst yet. Like we're still gonna, like BTC, we're seeing BTC at like 10K or something. Like I find those comments really ridiculous. Like all this like macro factors right in front of our very eyes, like is I think the better days are still ahead of us.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. It's going to be very interesting to see. I'm not really into politics or anything like that myself, but it's going to be very interesting to see what way that election goes this year. Even the SEC are already making a lot of pivots. Calling off the court case against consensus, and determine that Ethereum's not a security, and all these things. The ETFs, a lot of U-turns are happening at the minute. It's strange how you kind of, when we were talking about a lot of these things happening, you expect there to be some real quick big reaction in the market, and we haven't seen a lot of that yet. The Bitcoin ETF, the Ethereum ETF, they were not any big revolutionary overturning of the market, and we just go up only from then. So I tend to agree that the best is still to come. All these real solid fundamental changes are solidly happening now, and the benefits will happen maybe in accordance with the 4-year cycle, hopefully in accordance with the cycles anyway. So yeah, no, I agree with you, Jemmy. Things are the things are looking good, I believe. So how do you evaluate new crypto coins or projects that you would discuss on your own channel? Is there any particular criteria or what you look for before you talk about certain things on your channel?
Well, for new project, that I'll definitely look for the hype. Like, cause, well, for me, if I'm to decide to invest into a coin, then there's definitely like community talking about it. There's like hype around that coin. Otherwise, I don't think you're gonna make that, a short-term massive pump on the graph anyways. But that's only for the hype. For like long-term investment, the longevity, that I'll look at the tokenomics. I think that's very important, but I'll always like separate into like a short-term trading bag and also a long-term, just leave it in a ledger kind of bag that I wouldn't like touch for long term. But yeah, so let's go back to the short-term bag. I would like I'll go to Twitter, I go to Reddit and see if like anyone's talking about the coin. Because if like there's no hype, no one's talking about it, no one even knows about your project, who's gonna buy the coin? So I would just like, yeah, I will skim through. I really like using CT Crypto Twitter, and I think the search engine is getting a lot better compared to before Elon Musk took over. Like I would just like search the coin, and also maybe the like if they have the token address, I would just search about it. If like community keep commenting, keep sharing, and also on Reddit as well. That's the number one rule when I invest into a coin. And then for tokenomics, I'll go to a website like Token Unlocks, and I'll also look at the market caps and FTV. I noticed like a lot of people are talking about FTV on Twitter in the recent days, and yeah, that I'll look at that too.
Okay, awesome. So, you mentioned to me before about Ton Chain, and then if you want to tell me, I know that's something you did a recent video on, something you're interested at the minute. Can you tell me? Can you tell me, because I don't know much about it, a little bit of what it is, what it does, and why you've kind of decided to cover that on your channel?
Yeah, so Toncoin. Well, obviously, I bought Toncoin because I believe into the whole ecosystem. So Ton, in one simple sentence, is the Telegram blockchain. And the reason why I like Ton so much because Telegram has so much user, has 900 million users.
I just
Is
realized I am putting two and two together now. I did actually see that. I didn't realize that was I did see an article on it and didn't realize that Ton was the Telegram blockchain, and that's why they've got so many. I seen a graph of the amount of users that they had. It was crazy.
Yeah. So I think we are still early, even though Ton recently just broke its all-time high, like literally just 5 days ago at $8 or something per coin. Even though we're like right now it's like $7 or something, we're still like close to all-time high, but I still think there's room to grow because as you said, like there are 900 million users on Telegram, but like 99% of those users didn't even know that Telegram has a blockchain, has a network. So there's still a lot of potential. And also, if you look at the TVL, it's growing like it's really impressive. If you just look at the growth rate, it's beating even Solana. Like, don't look at the actual TVL
Or
number, but
people,
just look at the.
are people locking up their coin to secure the network, or what way is that working?
Say it again.
What how are they getting the TVL? Is it people staking? They're staking for the to secure the chain, or why are people locking the coin up?
I think they have Stonefire or something. I have to go back to DeFi Llama and check. But what happened like past month is that they have a really massive dApp launch. It's called Notcoin. And a Notcoin is a tap to earn protocol, or it basically it's like a GameFi, but it's I wouldn't say a dumb game, but you can't do much with that with that application. Basically, you're just tapping your phone and then you earn rewards. But when Notcoin launched, it was so crazy hype, and then it onboarded more than 1 million users just from Notcoin alone within 2 days. So it's really, I would say it's very impressive to see like all the dApps are building on Ton. Right now, they have over 700 dApps on their ecosystem already because they're launching all these incentive programs. So like who wouldn't want to go use Ton, right? Because like as a developer's perspective, if I'm building on Ton, it's like it doesn't cost much if they incentive program, right? So all these dApps are building on Tone, and then it's very impressive to see how the application itself is like beating the infrastructure network. And this is ultimately what you want to see in a successful infrastructure, because like back in 2021, everyone's talking about like, oh, Solana, Avalanche, or all these like infrastructure coin. And there's only so much value you could squeeze from this infrastructure sector. And I do believe like moving ahead, like in 2024 or 2025, is we're not just going to focus on the infrastructure. We're going to focus on the applications that build on the infrastructure. And like for a successful ecosystem, like the application must be more hypey compared to the blockchain, like the network itself. And I'm kind of seeing that in tone right now from Notcoin. So Notcoin, obviously, just like a few weeks ago, it was so crazy. Right now, we also have another one called Hamster Combat. It's basically another version of Notcoin. So people will just like tap at that hamster, and then they'll earn the rewards. But it was so popular, especially in those lower income countries, because all they have to do is just tap, and then they earn rewards. But still, I'm seeing a lot of potential in Toncoin.
So, and how do you access? Is it an EVM compatible chain? Is it, or how do you access it?
I think it's EVM compatible. I think so. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they already have the user base, if they just start to get a fraction of the people really buying in, building, using it, if they make it really easy, is it simple to use, or can you do it through the Telegram app, or do you need to download a different wallet, or what way does it work?
You have to download a different wallet. Like right now, I'm using Tonekeeper, but I think it's gonna like integrate inside Telegram in coming, I don't know, like coming months or something. But right now, I'm not seeing it in Telegram, the texting app.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about doing research on projects and things. I mean, I'm on Telegram probably 8 hours a day. I'm actually using Telegram app. It's open at my workstation all day long. As soon as I sit down, any time of the day, I'm checking Telegram to see if there's new messages in my channels, or if there's interesting things in other channels. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm gonna go and learn a little bit more about after our conversation today, without a doubt. I'm really glad that you actually brought it to my attention. So I've seen as well, you've done a video on optimism recently. On the back of that, did you invest in optimism, or did you not?
I did buy Optimism, but I sold it already because I kind of like sitting on the fence for Optimism, honestly speaking. I'll start with the negative stuff first, and then I'll get on to the positive stuff of Optimism. The reason why I don't like Optimism is because of the tokenomics, and only 25% is out in circulation. So the number is definitely quite low for me. And another reason that I don't really like is that for the OP token, I don't see the direct token accrual value to the OP holders. And the transaction is still settled in ETH, in ETH. So that's why I sold my Optimism. And also, layer 2s is a very competitive field. Yeah, like you have like obviously another biggest one is Arbitrum. But Arbitrum has like equally bad tokenomics as well. But like there's still like other like projects in the layer two sector. So that's the negative side. I'll talk about some like good stuff of Optimism. So they're really big on the super chain. Obviously, even Base is built on the whole super chain of Optimism. And Base generated so much revenue. and some of that goes to optimism as well. But it's still unclear to me like how that revenue that optimism earn can goes back to the OP holders. So yeah, so I'm still like hesitant about that part. But the good thing is Base doesn't have a token yet. So people are still speculating whether we're going to have a Base token in the future, but there's still speculation. In the meanwhile, people are buying OP tokens so that they feel like they have exposure to the Base ecosystem and stuff. But obviously, you can just buy the Coinbase stock, but for like really crypto people, they might prefer buying a like token version of like exposure to Coinbase. So they would opt for optimism that I could see.
Yeah, I think the base again. It's another interesting aspect that they already have so many users. When we get the retail coming flooding back in, base could be the easy option for a lot of them. Like I was saying before, Jam, you know, whenever I'm building or investing, I do tend to get a little bit pigeonholed into the ecosystems that I'm in. But even from Pulse Chain at the minute, I'm very vibrant over in that community. I'm very involved, but there's a lot of people at the minute that are not even that playing around on Solana, but now they're kind of focused. They're actually moving and building their protocols over on Base as well. So I do think Base, the user base, and yeah, if they launch a coin or whatever, it's going to be very interesting to see as we run through the bull market. I think they'll get a massive share of the new users coming in.
Yeah. And also, Base is kind of big on meme coin as well.
Yeah.
And because we talked a little bit before the video, I actually really like meme coin. I used to hate meme coin a lot.
I love meme
like,
coins. I love them too.
So we can be friends. Let's do this more often then. Well, I used to hate meme coin a lot. Like I hated meme coin to the bone because I used to think that meme coin was kind of like hurting blockchain and the idea of decentralization. But like when I actually be more open-minded to it and learn about meme coin, I think it is actually bringing the mass adoption to crypto because like the whole idea of decentralization is so difficult to understand. Like most of the people are still living in matrix, and you tell them about like decentralization, of course they're not gonna like know, oh, why do you need to use blockchain?
I mean, it's a perfect example, James. We talked a little bit about the in-depth, fully decentralized, no admin keys, fully full DeFi protocol that we're launching. But to explain how that works to somebody, you really have to understand what's happening in crypto and in blockchain. It's a lot, it takes a lot of effort to get to that point. So you've only got a certain percentage of the market that will play with that. But meme coins is open to everyone. I've they're here to stay, and I don't see any problem with them at all. All right, the rugs are a bad thing, and there's the fact that there is just so much junk among them. But overall, I mean, if you're smart and you don't overinvest, you don't put too much money into one, they are a great way to make money. They're obviously, for me, they're a side part to my own crypto strategy. But as soon as somebody messages me and says buy this meme coin, more often than not, I'm going to buy it.
Wait, what's the last meme coin you bought?
The last meme coin I bought, it was called Baby GIF. So there was a token on Pulse Chain that launched, and they have this kind of new technology that they were using arbitrage to constantly move the price up. And very, very smart bit of tech. But no joke. I think they done about a 4,000x or something like that. It was something crazy in the space of about 30 days. And I know the team that built it. I know a lot of people involved in it, but I didn't invest in it. But so this token was done extremely well over on Pulse Chain. Unfortunately, it's actually tanked about 80% in the last couple of weeks. But anyway, at the very, very top, at the hype of it, a friend of mine actually launched a meme token called, so it's called PGIF. He launched a token called Baby GIF, a meme token called Baby GIF, and said, I'm about to launch this, buy some. So I bought some on launch, and yeah, it completely ripped. It went so high. It dumped after a couple of days, but that was the last one. It was called Baby GIF, and I done
Did you
extremely well from it.
did you cash out?
Yeah, yeah. I cashed half out, and I put the at the top, and the other half I put into liquidity providing. So yeah, just put it into the liquidity pool, and I'll leave it. The pros, because it's the only meme coin within that community. So they now, that token now has a massive community, and they have a meme coin built on it. So when it pumps again, I would hope that we will start to, maybe talk about the coin again, talk about Baby GIF again, and that we can see some more adoption. So I've got I've got half of the money that I made on it put into the liquidity pool. So it was a successful little launch for me. This is one of the best things about being a builder, about being a streamer, about being constantly busy and talking to project developers and things like that, is that you get to learn, you get to know people who understand the markets well. And I get messages whenever people are launching something, or if something's just about to go. I don't take much chance either. If I already see that something's already pumped, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000%, it's already had that initial pump from very, very small value, I won't even bother, Jim. I'll just leave it. I like to catch the 50 to 100x, or it's, if it's all, if it's not even worth it if it looks like the potential's maybe only another 2 or 3x. So I do leave a lot of stuff out, but it's yeah, I mean, meme coins are great if you catch them at the right time.
Yeah, that's great. You're doing good for yourself, I guess.
Yeah, so
Well,
I was very lucky.
yeah, I didn't know Pulse Chain is big on meme coin as well. Like, honestly speaking, I don't know much about Pulse Chain.
Yeah, so Pulse Chain's, it kind of hasn't really got the adoption yet that we were all hoping. But yeah, the community is very, very. There's a lot of builders over there. The ecosystem that we have got, so many like fully proper decentralized protocols over there. The chain has, for the adoption that we've got, it doesn't reflect the things that are built over there. The ecosystem is vast, very deep, and the user base is very knowledgeable. But yes, we've got, there's a community over there called the Tang Gang, who have launched about 5 or 6 very, very successful meme coins that have not dumped and not pulled back. They maybe would pumped and maybe pulled back maybe 30-40% without these kind of 90% dips or rugs. But they launch very solid projects, even though they're meme coins. They put the community together well. They have a lot of community backing that are not just there for a quick profit. That they'll buy even the meme coins and hold them for a long time. But yeah, I mean that's only one sub community over there. The game that I built an NFT trading game on Pulse Chain, and even in that game, I have 20 teams that players can join, and those 20 teams are actual sub communities of the Pulse Chain ecosystem. So there is so many things happening over there that hopefully, I do hope one day that we get the adoption over there that we're looking for, or that it gets the recognition of the quality stuff that is already built on Pulse Chain.
Yeah, maybe I should pay attention to Pulse Chain as well. I didn't know you guys have.
See, time will tell.
Huh?
It's on a huge dip as well. It's been it's been down a lot for the last few months. But we're kind of hoping that the bottom's in, and it can go up only from here. I mean, I've been in Pulse Chain from it started, and if I was looking to buy more Pulse, I'd be scooping it. Now is the best time to be buying, possibly.
Wow. Okay.
But we have
there
really is. In fact, after today, after we stop the chat, I'll dig out one of the ecosystem maps, just so you can see the amount of protocols built on it. I mean, there's probably 200 to 300 streamers in the Pulse Chain ecosystem. just streaming about their projects, covering everything that's being built. It's a very, very vibrant community. So yeah, please do. Please check it out.
Yes, I will. I will definitely after this video.
So
I'm
just the next thing I was wanting to, oh sorry, what about me? What was the last meme coin you bought?
I bought Redo. So it's the biggest meme coin on Telegram. So Ton. It's
Okay.
resistance stock. Yeah. So I'm not as degenerate as my friends because they are too degenerate for me. They're like too crazy for me. I can't handle the craziness. I mean, it's still money at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly,
But
exactly.
yeah, but for Redo, I think it's a safe bet because it's the #1 meme coin on Telegram. Obviously, base we have Brett, and then Solana got like a bunch of dogs coin. So yeah, I think it's safe. And then Avalanche, I bet on Corp Inu because that is also the biggest, kind of the biggest of Avalanche. But Ritsu, the first bet I bought was at 70 cents. So right now it's sitting at $1 or something. And I bought another one at another bag at $1 because right now we are still at like 100 million, 100 million market cap. So it's still relatively small compared to Brad or even Donald Trump, the MAGA coin, where it crossed $1 billion. So if I'm like so bullish on the whole Telegram ecosystem, like I do believe that Redo can reach that 1 billion market cap just because it's the biggest on Telegram or on
And
Tom.
I really hope it does. I really do hope it does. Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a lot of meme coins. I don't hold them for long, but I've got Wolf on Ethereum, which just keeps getting annihilated. It hasn't really done too well. I jumped into that one too late, but I'm still holding the bag because I think it can run again. But so I'd like to ask you, Jem, as well. You've covered a lot of stuff on your channel with hardware wallets, things like that. I'm just wondering what you look for in a hardware wallet, or what you advise new crypto people coming in, and what to look for whenever they're looking into getting a hardware wallet. Do you have a preferred provider or a preferred brand, anything like that?
My current favorite is definitely Tangent because the whole onboarding is so smooth, so easy. You can get it done within like 2 minutes or something. And I like how it can be like no seed phrase. I know some people like seed phrase because they feel that extra security, or once you got the seed phrase, you can transfer it to other wallet. But if I'm using a Tangent wallet, I opt for that convenience, the easy onboarding, and I like the fact that it's a cold wallet, but at the same time, I can just take the card out whenever when I go out, and suddenly I have a coin that I just like I need I require like instant trading, that I can just like really easy, just literally just tap your card onto my phone like that, and then I can grab the
Okay,
coins out of
sorry.
it.
So what way does it work then? I've never heard of it before. What way does it work?
Uh,
How do you create a wallet without a seed phrase? Do they
uh,
keep the keys for you?
no, NFC. So you generate that. You have to scan your phone. The whole onboarding is just so you have a stack of 2 cards or 3 cards, depends on which one you order. The one I
Okay.
use is the Shiba Inu edition, so it's actually a limited. All you have to do is to tap your phone to register the fast time, and the whole
Okay.
NFC with the tag is a Tangent card. So the first time you do it, you have to scan your face and create your access code. So I chose the stack of 3 cards. two cards work fine as well, because it's a little bit cheaper. It depends on your budget as well. So I went for 3 cards, and the benefit is that even though if you lose one of the cards, people who got one of your cards still won't be able to steal your money, because you have the face ID and also the access code. So that's how convenient that is. And also it's the size of a credit card, so I can easily just like bring it out. And the chip is EL6, so it's the same level of a passport. So that's why, yeah, I think it's secure and it's easy.
Is that your option for being able to quick access? I mean, would you keep like, say, your core, like say you were a big investor in Solana and you had $100,000 of Solana sitting in the wallet, would you use that for it, or would you go with something maybe that's more robust?
Well, I think Tangent is robust already, but one thing I don't like about Tangent, it's not about the security or whatever, it's the staking feature. Like once you put your card into Tangent, like it's very easy for you to transfer out if you need require some trading action. But if I'm like, I have a massive amount of money sitting on a cold wallet, I might as well get some reward from staking, right? I can do it on Ledger, but not Tangent at the moment. So that's one downside of Tangent. So for like a bigger fund, I'll just leave it in Tangent to earn that staking reward.
Okay, that's interesting to know. Okay, look, this has actually been really fun. We don't tend to keep all our chats less than an hour. So I'd like to maybe wrap it up now. But yeah, this is exactly what the conversation we've had has been great. This is exactly why we love to get people like yourself on Gem and learning about Toncoin, about new wallets, things that will just keep my mind fresh on other things that are going on out there. Same with a lot of our viewers are focused on certain ecosystems. We all learn a lot of the same things, and it's lovely to get outside perspectives on those. So have you anything else that you'd like to say to our viewers, or anything, just any closing remarks, anything like that?
Do follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and also follow Blaze. It's the first time talking to you, and I have a really joyful time. So let's do this more often.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. What is your YouTube channel, and what's your your Twitter / X handle?
So my YouTube channel is Jam Crypto, and then my Twitter, well, the username is the same, so it's also Jam Crypto.
All right, perfect. Yeah, this has been great. I'll definitely have a few more in-depth conversations on maybe specific topics in the future. So yeah, thanks very much for your time. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.